late Walt Disney once said, "When people laugh at Mickey Mouse, it's because he's so human, and that's the reason for his popularity." Today I'll be talking about Walt Disney, his early life, his dreams and goals, and what his legacy has left us today. Walt Disney was born in Chicago, Illinois on December 5th, 1901. He had 3 brothers and a sister. After being born in Chicago, his family moved to Kansas, where he was raised for most of his life. When he was 16 years old, he decided to drop out of high school in hopes of joining the Army, but he was obviously denied because he was underage by 2 years. So instead, he decided to work for Red Cross, where he actually drove an ambulance for 1 year. While he was driving the ambulance, he actually decided that this isn't his passion. He wanted to become actually an actor or a newspaper political cartoonist. While he aspired to do these things, he didn't have the education for it, so he went back to school, and he started school back in Kansas at first at an art school. After a little bit of time there, he decided that it would be better off for him to go back to Chicago, and he attended the Art Institute there. After getting an education there, he decided to work for Universal Pictures, where he was an animator for them. In 1927, he made his first individual cartoon named Oswald, who was a rabbit. Universal loved the concept of Oswald, and they wanted to continue with that, but around this time was also when Walt needed to renew his contract with them, and he wanted more money. Universal didn't want to give him more money, so he picked up his rabbit and he took his work elsewhere. When he left Universal, him and his brother Roy decided to open up their own animating company, and that was the Disney Animations. And in 1928, they switched Oswald the Rabbit to Mickey Mouse. He was created in 1928, and along with that, he decided to make his first motion animated picture, and that was Steamboat. So that was a big success, and everyone really loved it. But Walt wanted more. Walt wanted to make a place that families could go and hang out with each other, so he had dreams of an amusement park. Around this time period, amusement parks were not what they are today. They were very gang-filled, drug-filled, not safe places for families to hang out and be with each other. So Walt wanted to change that and make a family-oriented amusement park. He started his planning for what is now Disneyland, which actually came about 10 to 12 years before Disney World, which a lot of people don't know. So in 1955, he opened up Disneyland, and it was a great success, but once again, Walt wanted even more success. So he started planning what is now Disney World, but unfortunately, Walt died in 1966 from lung cancer, and he never got to see the Disney World project all the way through. So his brother Roy decided to fulfill Walt's dreams, and 5 years later, they opened up Disney World. It was an absolute huge success, as we can tell today. It's one of the #1 attractions in the world. So Walt's legacy has left us with a $35 billion Disney empire, which is what it is today. In Time magazine said that 44,000 people per day visit Disney World alone, not counting Disneyland, and that's 16 million people per year. So Walt's dreams have pretty much all come true, despite the fact that he didn't get to see them as all the way to the end. So today I talked about Walt Disney. You learned about his early life, his dreams and goals, and what his legacy has left us today. Now next time you watch a Disney movie or go to Disney World or Disneyland, you'll know a little bit more about the man behind the mouse.